Trump promised to unleash fire and fury, and then followed up promising a deeper threat. The Kim regime responded by staging a massive crowd in Pyongyang in protest to Trump's remarks. So far, President Trump has shown through dropping of a Moab in Afghanistan that he has a willingness to act. And similarly, Kim Jong-un has been literally testing the waters by threatening to fire more missiles and antagonizing the U.S. territory of Guam. There are about 800,000 people that have been affected by DACA since it was implemented in 2012. You can see that there are hundreds of people out here today in support of DACA and in support of the 2017 DREAM Act that has versions both in the House and Senate.
Netflix is the leading subscription service for watching TV and movies with over 109 million viewers worldwide. They're known for bringing their subscribers the good, the bad, the ugly, and sometimes for providing access to shows and movies we didn't know we needed. That brings us to this holiday season and to the Netflix original, cheesy but potential instant classic, A Christmas Prince. And to some viewers, Netflix is asking, who hurt you? Sunday night, the company tweeted, to the 53 people who've watched A Christmas Prince every day for the past 18 days, who hurt you? The tweet has gotten a ton of reaction online because Netflix is well known for keeping quiet when it comes to information on internal metrics and numbers. Some on Twitter even went so far to suggest that Netflix is giving off a certain Big Brother vibe. So when you're watching Netflix, just keep in mind that Netflix is also watching you. Comment below and let us know what you think about A Christmas Prince and Netflix calling out its viewers. Happy binge watching.
All right, and so how do you think that not having access to net neutrality, how do you think this vote will affect you personally?
Oh, it's going to make my life miserable.
All right, and again, we are here outside of the Federal Communications Commission building in Southwest DC. You can see that they are talking about net neutrality and the importance of net neutrality in maintaining the rules that are already in place. The FCC is expected to have a vote later today. So Jeff, just to start off, can you give us a little bit of background on the Watergate Hotel, famous for scandal, and now you guys are changing it into a little something else?
Yeah,
From what we understand, this material is not ice, it's plastic that's kind of like a cutting board, and then you all have a solvent that you put over the top of it that makes it slick before people come out here, right?
Yeah.
I am here with Jack Harrison Quintana, who is the director of Grindr for Equality, which is an LGBT and human rights advocacy group within the app Grindr. So, Jack, we usually think of Grindr in the United States as a dating app. It's an app where people go to connect with each other, maybe outside of a bar, maybe, just looking for someone to meet and hang out with that they wouldn't have the chance to meet otherwise. How does Grindr for Equality, how are you guys helping people to use the app outside of the United States, and what does that experience look like for the user? Thanks, Mark. While the physical act of cutting during FGM can vary in severity, many times the cut causes lifelong health and reproductive issues. Some doctors who are treating victims of FGM have developed procedures that can help restore some function to the genitals.
You're told you're going to get ice cream or cake or go to a party, and then this unexplainable thing happens to you and you don't know how to process it.
Zira Pachwa is a victim of female genital mutilation. She says she was cut when she was 7 on a family trip to India. She says she does not remember the procedure, but was angry when she found out that FGM is customary in her community, the Dawoodi Bohra sect of Shia Islam. FGM is a cultural procedure where the genitals of a girl are cut between birth and the time she hits puberty. In April, 3 medical professionals were arrested in connection with FGM procedures done in Michigan. These doctors are from the same Islamic sect as Zira's community.
FGM is child abuse. They take these vulnerable little girls behind closed doors, they force their knees open, and they cut away their labia and their clitoris.
According to the United Nations Population Fund, FGM is performed to control the sexuality of women and girls.
FGM really has multiple classifications. Anything that's just a simple skin webbing that covers the clitoris to complete closure of the entire vaginal canal.
FGM has been illegal in the U.S. since 1997, and 24 states have passed additional laws strengthening the punishments, but it still has powerful cultural roots.
in certain cultures where FGM is performed, it's almost shameful not to undergo FGM. They're envisioning that they're actually protecting their daughters.
The impact of FGM is lifelong, regardless of the depth of the cut.
The psychological downside is so great. I think it really does need to be out in the open and discussed.
Zira Patwa did not know that she had been cut, and Dr. Ivana Pachek has worked with women whose lives have been severely affected by FGM. Experts say that in certain cultures, it is seen as shameful for girls to not have undergone FGM, and the best way to end it is to start a conversation about the physical, mental, and emotional harm facing women impacted by FGM.
Caroline, so let's stay with that for the whole conversation. We know it's a cultural procedure, so what's the most effective way to end it here in the United States?
Well, Mark, in some traditions, it was thought to keep women clean and make them marriable, but getting leaders of those groups who perform FGM to announce the procedure is crucial. That way, the people in those cultures who perform it may understand that it is seriously harming their women in their community and violating their rights. Additionally, legislation is another way to raise awareness and create penalties for communities continuing to perform FGM. 26 states in the U.S. don't have legislation strengthening the federal statutes, but many are recognizing the issue and working on developing it since the case in Michigan.